Alright, this one here today is called Subtle Differences That Cause a World of Difference. There's many subtle differences we need in our time and circumstances, and we've got to know what they are. I mean, people do know, but I'm just going to explain more to what I see they are. Subtle differences of many things to make a world of difference. First things first is things like not voting. It's realising you're a registered householder, and that's the movement amongst people anyway. And as registered householders, our movement is 15 in this country alone. We don't need to make another party that's already there standing itself as first sovereignty and intelligence, that's the subtlety. And now to get caught up in the government games of basically thinking by voting into a party political system in this constitution is going to change anything. It's really only going to change in the political levels by not voting on voting day. There's 15 million half as more than basically first in the post in this country since 2000. And this is our advantage by rights really. This is a real time circumstance of fair politics, which democracy seems to claim itself is, which is not, which is really this deceitful fascist dictatorship, and it's proven that because by rights they should have given back to people in 2000 when we started beating by 1.5 million as independent householders who didn't vote, beaten by 15 million. They haven't handed it back. It proves why they're corrupt. Fair politics would have done that, yeah. Free voting system, that's what it would be. But with a real free voting system with the deception of two sides of the same coin of monetary systems, and monetary systems are all corrupt, and the government that protects them. That's one of the subtleties. There's many kinds of subtleties, subtle differences. Where I stand now, I mean, I'm renounced from this world. I'm not of this world's order, as its institutionalisation says in governmental politics. I'm not into politics. As much as politics I get into is not voting. That's about it. Other subtleties for where I'm staged right now, certain dietary levels. I mean, I'm a vegetarian, so I've still got to eat, but I eat vegetarian food. That's considered renouncing from this world's order, right? Not monogamizing or marrying, but living in the new covenant of Immaculate Conception and in sexual relationships with women is subtly a difference that is another subtle difference of coming away from this world. You see, you can still be just basically there for somebody all the time, even if it's an Immaculate Conception open relationship. You've got to understand when things are open in an open relationship, that doesn't mean it's open for people that are monogamized, people that want to cheat, people that want to basically offer viceful contracts to you, or the worst of all, when they most equals sexual rape, you know what I mean? So these are who you're not open for, and all the shapeshifters that tend to say they're into open relationships to try and poach you back often to a monogamous relationship. So you've got to have all these shapeshifters, in the reality of life. So the noble path is really the open relationship, not being married, it's being the noble path, because it's kind of most times can lead to actually adultery. In the Immaculate Conception, you don't participate in adultery, you only be like-minded of the same new covenant fault, you see. So it's really just counselling really every day basically who you like and don't like, and being more realistic and honest about it. That's another subtle difference that makes a world of difference. It's just all these little things that make a little subtle difference to the world, that makes a better world eventually. Even just get to step one, regardless of where you are in the sexual involvement, really about the secular level, changing that, getting together, men and women, to stop voting, especially seeing more women stop to vote as well as independents, thinkers, and stop being consenting to the programme of a political party, because you have a right over 100 years or so to vote, which is right, 100%, but then the strategy at times is basically about times it's not to vote to completely close down the system countries by country, staggered general elections in all the countries, about 24-hour general elections would be our way, one country at a time. It's the only way we can get out of it, of the situation we're in, because we are the flow state as the native workers, you see. What gets in the way is the hijacking of this time of government that basically keeps us in what's considered called an age of card. It's only the government and the banking system that keeps us in that age. You remove the main three industries of subterranean dynasties of industries, that being the banking system, the legal law affairs, and the government that protects it. and we removed them, would all the rest of the industries of services of a free world from that moment on, would we really fall apart when the objective actually need to do things of devotion or public service to each other to maintain our civilization is bigger than the payment? So then the payment would be everything's free for everybody, yeah? But then you couldn't be able to sell it abroad, because then you only take what you need when you need it, would be the way, because you couldn't sell it abroad because the country would be ransacked by greed of living for free and then trying to make money in other countries still monetary. Be a contradiction. So you'd have to ban people selling stuff, so everything kept rife and thriving in the country amongst the natives, between each other. That's what's here to basically take when you need it. Everything's got 3 to 15 year shelf life, like mobile phones or white goods and furniture. And what, you've got 15 years, your car's got 15 years until you need to replace them. All these things. Who make all these things? As I say, from the factory to the store to the door. Who's doing all these things? Is us. So it's time we got the freedom. These things are all the benefits of how you could run a world, basically administrate between each other without the hijacking of the government, and how it realistically runs. There's many things. The positive comes from a non-monetary system. To get, as I said, it's the subtle differences of understanding. This is step one, not to vote. But anyway, I'll leave it there for now. Have a nice day. Bye now.